I'm honestly surprised one of them hasn't recommended trying to ramp with their bikes. I feel like at least one of our characters has that energy. There, case in point. Oh, it's a Medusa. Is that a mountain of them? Holy shit. The fact that Dr. Stone just dropped an Attack on Titan level reveal, like when Eren first discovered what's in the basement, and crickets on the internet, is a goddamn disgrace. You make sure you drop a like though, show your support on this video, subscribe if you're new around here, and Patrons where you catch my full live reactions. The fact that I've been covering this show for so long, and people just, they still sleep, man. And even the long-term viewers of Dr. Stone, I feel like, are sleeping. Last week's video didn't even get 200 likes. Disgraceful. This video doesn't get at least 200, Dr. Stone content might stop. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. But for now, we got the bombshell. We go to ground zero. We go to where we assume it all started. And I truly thought they were gonna find jack shit at first, and it was gonna be a bit of a mystery. What do they find instead? Oh, they don't find a single Medusa, a petrification device. They find a goddamn mountain of them. And I have so many questions. The formation of how they're laid out, it's like those Aztec tombs and shit, man. Like at first I'm like, oh, is that like solid gold? No. That's solid gold Medusas. Why? We can't keep that from Stanley. I thought we kind of had cover because, we're in the Amazon jungle. Stanley, even if he flies over, we could have trees. No, he's going to see a giant gold pyramid thing. And holy shit, if they accidentally say the activation, that would have to, like, imagine in video games, when you have a chain reaction of bombs, one bomb goes off, it sets them, and it does, like, the big chain. That's probably what happened. I'm starting to believe that there was probably Medusas spread throughout the globe as a whole, and there probably was that overall chain reaction, but the source of ground zero is probably that. That blows up, and then it triggers everything. And that's just... How did so many get in? Like, meteor showers? Did an alien thing come to Earth's atmosphere and drop those off? Like, I have so many questions. And what do we do with those? Because one, they could set off and just kill everything again. Do we use it to stop like, what do we do with this information? Is there going to be even more than just that initial reveal? Like, is it actually a building made out of Medusas where we'll find some information about Y-Man? I don't know. But the fact that, unironically, this is a basement level reveal. I didn't see anyone speculate that, oh, when we get there, there's going to be a million fucking Medusas sitting in front of us. No. No. And the episode as a whole, even removing that explosive bombshell of an ending, fantastic episode. They ended the previous one with us being like, oh, you're gonna make like a little zip line. How's that? Yeah, they did. And it made sense too. It's not like they built an actual giant cart and everything. No, they repurposed their bikes and everything. And honestly, the redistributing of the weight and, the fear. I love how they do the little story of like, okay, but if we leave this behind, the chicken eats the corn. If we leave this behind, the wolf eats the chicken. It's like, I get their fear overall because of Zeno and not to mention Hyoga. And honestly, that's probably my second favorite part of this episode is the Hyoga reach out scene. Every reason to believe he would stab you in the back, given where we came from. But the idea that after saving Suika, he just helped. And while yes, if he betrays us later, is it going to completely catch us off guard because of that moment? Absolutely. But the idea of it feeling like this is a bond of being like, no, this is supposed to be the turning point in how we look at the characters. There's no more hostility between the core group. And to be honest, even Zeno himself, I'm starting to believe that if Stanley gets there, he's going to tell him to chill. Like, this is more important than, getting me back here. Like, we should probably work together. And that's what I said since the beginning of this season when we got introduced to him, is that the only way I see these two working together is if there's a common enough goal. Like, some sort of information. Something with Y-Man, I believe is what I said as well. And seeing this, I feel like there's no reason for Zeno to be like, oh yeah, I want Stanley to kill Senku, or I want to be in charge again. No, like, we're going to need as much brain power as possible, because what the hell? But there was one other moment that really caught me off guard, and that was once again my boy Chrome. I've been saying it, they've utilized him flawlessly. He actually feels like the successor to Senku. And the idea of how, so we make like a bug spray, right? Because we're going through the Amazon jungle, we got the rubber boots and everything, it makes sense, there's a lot of nasties. And the idea of like, oh, you know, what if we made it on like a timer so it naturally like reapplies it to us? And then he starts thinking like, wait a second, this is how we could avoid petrification. And I get what Senku's saying. Wouldn't Y-Man and the gang, you know, probably know that, oh, you probably just rapid fire that shit, so there's no way. But I honestly think he's onto something. Imagine a device that we build that they all wear, and it's like a button that you press, right? And once you press that button, it's a timer. I don't know what the timer should be. If they have an unlimited amount of wiggle room, make it an hour. So even if, say, the world got completely petrified or an area did, even if that shit got rapid fired, imagine you press a button, because you do have a little wiggle room, right? Once the petrification happens, it's not instantaneous. It starts to like, so if you have a button, you press that, it starts a timer. Say an hour later, the petrification gets applied to you. Could you imagine how we could, not only would that avoid death, it could make for a really epic battle if we actually fight something called Y-Man, and it's not just a device or you know, an object that's doing shit. Hell, as far as we know, maybe Y-Man is also on a timer, and that's how petrification happens. I don't know. But it got me thinking, and I have to say, like, that's a big brain play. Will they utilize it? I don't know. Right now, we obviously have to deal with the mountain of petrification devices, but either way, Dr. Stone is, without exaggeration, one of the greatest anime series ever made. Criminally underappreciated. It's one of the most consistent shows. What it looked like in season 1 is what it's looked like all the way to its final season. It's cute, it's goofy, it does have some Sakuga, but at the end of the day, it has style. And that's something that anime doesn't always have. A lot of anime look the same, a lot of anime function the same, and Dr. Stone said we're going to have unique character designs. We're going to have unique character models in general with the backgrounds, and everything about this show is amazing. And I truly believe all you could do is nitpick to really find issues with this show. I hope to God the internet proves me wrong. I get it's a little early in the day, but to have this level of reveal and barely any f***ing discussion online, that's how I know God isn't real, man. Because there's no way a God would have let that level of blasphemy happen. You let me know your thoughts down below, and make sure this video does well, because otherwise, I might have to cut Dr. Stone. I never thought I'd have to say that, but anime community be a goddamn disappointment anymore. So make sure you drop a like, comment, all that fun stuff. It does help the algorithm, and Patreon, no matter what, is where my thoughts will lie in live reaction format. And hey, I give other exclusives as well, like video shoutouts. Alright, so today we got Thomas, Chris Ballew, Zealous12, Coom Snatcher, Kevin Cav, Wendy, Thomas Kozes, John Menger, and we also have Ocean Liao. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care and spread the word. Dr. Stone is amazing. Have a good one.